Welcome back to the Don's Den, to the hot seat, courtesy of Mod Boss Graphics. I'm joined by Matty Gonzales, Matty G, I guess most people know you as. I won't take the liberty, I'll stick with it.
It's all good.
Welcome, mate.
Thank you. Yeah, we're here in Australia, down under, as most would say. Enjoying the lovely weather. I actually like that it's dry today. It's way better. I wish the weather would have stayed the same the whole event, because if not, I wouldn't have been complaining about the Australian healthcare system.
How are you doing?
Way better. As long as I get the medication and antibiotics I need, we're back on track and we're ready to go.
It does feel like different weather today, doesn't it, than it's been the last few days, at least early this morning.
Yeah.
It was warmer overnight, but it's a little bit of cloud cover. I'm hearing from the guys that the track conditions are quite different. Have you had a run?
Yeah, I ran, and honestly, like in the U.S., when it gets humid, the tracks dry out, and the groove comes up way faster. Yep. This morning, the big thing I really noticed is the line is there already. There's no mud on the track. There's a couple wet spots, but with the traction being that high already, I think these mains are going to be pretty interesting. These guys hopefully are prepared for the car setup stuff that they're going to have to change for the grip coming up.
I chatted with the track crew this morning because I walked around the track and could see that it was drier, and I wanted to know if they'd put less water into the track overnight. They told me they did everything that they normally do.
Yeah.
All the same preparation, but it was so much warmer, it just dried out more quickly.
Yeah, I mean, in the U.S., it's hard for us to keep the track as consistent just because of the weather and all that other stuff. So it'll be interesting to see how the Australian drivers, the U.S. drivers, the European drivers all adapt to what the track is going to do like today.
Yeah. Tell me about this Worlds for you relative to other Worlds you might have been at. How's the event been as a whole?
I mean, I feel like this is the most well-organized World Championships I've been to. The Hobby Action one was really good. The only downside, it wasn't anybody's fault really, was that the tire life situation. At the warm-up, we were all pretty much running one-run tires, and here we're not really having to do that. So that's been good. With the Touring Car Worlds I attended like last year, it seemed like tires seemed to be the biggest problem, having inconsistent batches and all that stuff. And it seems like the tires that we're using at this weekend have been super consistent. No one's been complaining about them, so that's always been good.
How many runs are you getting out of a set of tires? Like
I'm putting down a new set every day and just using them to the third run.
Okay, so second, third run is better than first run. Yeah. How about your own results on track?
Not good.
Come on, I had you in my kind of outside chance to make the main. I've looked through some historic results. You've had some speed.
For sure, for me, these racing is a little different these days. Supporting the Hobbywing team, being a part of Hobbywing, and being allowed to be able to work with so many talented drivers and help out so many talented people in this hobby is much more enjoyable for me than my own racing.
Yeah.
Sure, I like doing good and getting a hot lap, getting a clean run in, but those days are over, and that it's just not something that I really want to chase after anymore. I try to. I'm sure people see I'm very bummed if I have a bad run or something like that, but I mean, I'm here for Hobbywing, and as long as they're successful, that's all that really matters.
So tell me about that. What's the work been like with the team for you this week?
It's been really good. I've been able to work with a lot of the European guys, talking to them. A lot of people I don't get to see on a regular basis. It's been nice working with most of the American guys, seeing what they've liked and what they want to do. A lot of guys just want to be told the answer, so we're just trying to figure out ways to step them into that correct direction for these traction levels that we're not really used to in the US. Have
most of your drivers landed in a pretty similar place in terms of motor choice and speedy settings? Or is there quite a diversity?
In two-wheel drive, I think the only one who wanted more power was our newly crowned world champion, Brock Champlin. Brock opted for our 8-turn motor. Other than what most of the guys are running is the 8.5. In four-wheel drive, I've seen either people running a 6.0 or a 6.5. I think most drivers have ended with a 6.5 for these main events. With the traction levels being the way that they are, you don't really need any more power. It's just a matter of drivability. Doing that big triple seems to be a big deal. Landing it is harder than doing it. I feel like you can take off fine, but landing it is the problem. Since we have to run the car so soft to steer and have grip, it's been for sure a mix-up of what you want.
We've seen a few drivers kind of greasing that whole triple and landing on the downside, but most of the fast guys landing deliberately on top of the tabletop, right?
Yeah, I think it's safer to land on top of the tabletop, because if you try to overdo it and then you land on a patch that doesn't have any groove or line, there's some doughies involved.
There's some doughies.
Some doughies.
Is that language you've picked up here?
I think so.
Yeah. We do love a doughy. Now I've completely lost my train of thought. I did want to ask, with those, how different the conditions are right through the day. Are you seeing drivers changing, say, speed controller settings, for example, in different rounds of qualifying, anticipating more or less grip?
I feel like it's been more car setup stuff. With the four-wheel drives, we have diffs and all of like the diff oils and different like pitches of gears. So I feel like the diff oils and the shocks have really been a big thing that we've seen to be a change. I got Chase Lemieux making me laugh over here in the background. But yeah, that seems to be the talk of the town is diffs, shocks, and I haven't really seen anyone change too many speed control settings yet.
I'm going to force you to get off the fence here. What do you think is going to happen this afternoon?
As long as it's a Hobbywing guy, I'm stoked.
So political. So beautifully done. Matty G, thank you so much for joining me for a quick chat this morning. I imagine you've got a bit of a busy day running your own car and just making sure all the guys are good. All the best to you today.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Here's a little memento to say thank you for joining us in the Don's Den, in the hot seat.
It's the only trophy I'm going to get all week.
Well, I'm glad we could. I'm glad we could round your week off well. Thank you so much, folks. We're going to come back on the other side of this break with a chat with a country manager. Gillian Brown's here with the UK team. She's giving us some insights into what it means to be a country manager here at the 2025 World Championships. On the other side of this next break. Be back soon.